Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with a servant analysis video and I'll be resuming the GUDA GUDA Shin Yamataikoku that is GUDA GUDA 7 servant analysis that I did. Obviously I did that half of the content I made a reaction on. There's a few things that I've still not reacted to. I was waiting for Senno Rikyu's third ascension to come out, and it has come out. Now we've got the animations and everything, and also the ascension arts. So I'm going to react to that, and also Iyo. I've also not reacted to her and her skill set, so I'll be reacting to her animations and her ascension art and her skill set as well. So these two things that I'll do. Senno Rikyu's third ascension demonstration and her ascension arts, while Iyo I'm going to completely react to her in this video. So yeah, all right, let us get started then. I'll be linking down the original videos that I'll be reacting to in this reaction video in the description box, just like I usually do, if you want to check the original one out. So yeah, let's start. First I'm going to react to the third ascension demonstration of Senno Rikyu. So yeah, let's begin. Here we go. All right, here we go, the third ascension. Oh wow.
お初にお目にかかります。コマにございます。
Who?
はて、マスター様が驚きのようですが。
Wait, is she someone else?
もしや利休様、まさかコマの話をしていないとか。
Okay, so
忘れていた。なるほど。
Oh my god, her
利
face.
休様。後でお話がありますので。
Oh wait, is Rikyu the person behind her? Ah, that would make sense. She's someone else. The original Senno Rikyu is the person behind her.
利休であり、
Oh, this is Rikyu. コマ姫。
それがこの私なのでございます。
Ah.
そして利休は駒姫、駒姫は利休。どちらも混然一体となってここにある。
Okay.
人の縁とはまことに面白きものにございますな。
Oh wow.
人の業を、
Oh, this is.
世の無情を、
Whoa, she has trees and stuff.
黒へと返し、沈めましょう。
Her noble phantasm also changes. Okay.
一の一へ。
Okay, that's really cool. Wow, her third ascension is really good. I'm really liking the third ascension. Like, look at. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Let's see the animations then.
お任せください。お呼び
So this is Komahime, I'm guessing.
ください。
Oh. She's playing her. I think Biwa. That's a Biwa, isn't it?
ほいほいほ
Oh.
い。ウルトラ。
Oh. Okay. Wow. Okay, this is.
お任せください。はい。お任せください。
Alright, let's see.
コマビーム。
Okay, that's done. Coma beam. Damn! The blood splatter on the screen! Did she just flick him?
ウルトラ。
Oh my god, she reminds me of Majin Okta. You know Okta Altar? The whole Majin beam and all that?
はい。お任せください。はい。
Alright.
お待つかぜ。
Oh! Oh! Okay! Oh, this one's really good. I love this. Oh my god, the blood splatter. Yeah, this Ascension Arts animation, I love it way more than the other ones that we saw. That was also good, but this Ascension Arts animations are just really good. The Ascension Art in itself is also so amazing. Oh wow, that's a really cool skill animation. Damn. Alright, let's see the Noble Phantasm again. I also like the Noble Phantasm animation as well. Like, it's... wow. Oh. Okay. Damn, so many crit stars. Whoa. Talking about transporting people to hell or something? Okay, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Alright, so that was Sen no Rikyu, her third Ascension demonstration. Now, yo, like, yeah, I love this way more than the other two. Like, I don't know why, but okay, first of all, who is Komahime? So I'm guessing, this is my guess, but the person who we've been seeing behind her is actually Sen no Rikyu, and she's someone else. Like, you know, the voice changes, the voice we've been hearing up until now, that was Sen no Rikyu, and then suddenly in the third Ascension we hear a different voice, which is Komahime, and you know, that type of thing, I'm guessing. Okay, let me check. Komahime. Who is Komahime? Komahime. Wait a minute. Komahime. Character is Komahime, a girl who was executed by Hideyoshi Toyotomi for an extremely loose association along with Sen no Rikyu. Ah. Okay. Wait a minute. Just a sec. Let me. Okay. Anything. Cannot find any. Okay. Let me find if there's any Wikipedia article about. There should be, shouldn't it? Okay. You know what? Let me check out Sen no Rikyu. Maybe I'll find something there. Maybe I'll find something there about Komahime. Let's see. Nope. I'm pretty sure that she probably has been mentioned here, but I don't know, I cannot find it most probably. Okay, Komahime. I'm not sure if this is the person that I'm looking for. Was the second? Correct me if I'm like, you know, if I'm reading like a wrong article or something. Was the second daughter of Yoshiaki Mogami, and Osaji Fujin was a concubine of Hidetsugu Toyotomi. Hidetsugu Toyotomi. Who's Hidetsugu? Hidetsugu Toyotomi. Who is Hidetsugu Toyotomi? Daimyo during the Sengoku period of Japan. He was a nephew and retainer of Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Okay. Alright. Hidetsugu Toyotomi, she had an alias Ima. She was a cousin of Masamune Date. Her name Koma derived from Mount Okoma. Amazingly beautiful, her parents doted on her. Hidetsugu Toyotomi, the chief advisor of the emperor at that time, heard about Komahime having a reputation of the most beautiful girl in the eastern part of Japan, pressed Yoshimitsu to offer Komahime as a concubine to him. Although Yoshimitsu kept refusing, he was consequently forced into promising to have Komahime married to Kyoto from Yamagata when Komahime turned 15 years old. In fact, the episode where Yoshimitsu had Komahime enter in Hidetsugu, who stopped in Yamagata-jo Castle on the way back. Subjugation of Masazane Kunohe was probably a fictitious story. Okay, there's a huge article here. I think this is the one. Correct me if I'm wrong. So wait, so then what connection does she have with Sen no Rikyu? I'm okay, you know what, let's stop trying to guess stuff, because I'm pretty sure the game will tell us when the game comes to this event comes to NA. So yeah, let's just stop, because yeah, I'm pretty sure there'll be spoilers and stuff if I try to delve deeper. So there you go. That was someone else, Komahime, and the article that I read, let me know if that was the correct one or not, or maybe I was reading the wrong article all along. But either way, this is someone else, Komahime, and I don't know, this is just a guess, but the hand that we've been seeing behind her, was that Sen no Rikyu or something like that is going on. Like, that'll be an interesting twist, I guess. But either way, yeah. Now okay, now that I looked up who Komahime is and I kind of have an understanding, so she that's why she was locked. I'm guessing the story probably gives us all the details and everything, and then it's it's unlocked, and that's why she's here now. And we can see that okay, yeah, we can see that her personality is, and her voice as well, is different in the third ascension. And and in the fourth ascension, the final ascension, when we were hearing the summoning lines, we suddenly hear that voice back again, the voice we've been hearing in first ascension and second ascension, which then we understand is actually Sen no Rikyu's voice. So in third ascension, momentarily, I guess Komahime takes over the body or something like that happens, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, now I love this Ascension art so much. It's, I don't know what it is, but it's amazing. It's like so many things. Like, it is like trees and everything. There's those two hands underneath her. She has a biwa, and there's like a, I don't know what that is. Like, it looks like a sword or something hovering behind her back. That thing as well. Like, so many things going on. And the fourth ascension we kind of saw. I'll talk about the ascensions later on. But first, let's talk about the animations. Her noble phantasm changes completely, and I have to say I like this noble phantasm a bit more than the other one. She's like, she does the same thing. She's like, kind of sitting down with the tea bowl, and the enemies get AoE damage from that. And all right, the animations, oh boy, the animations are fantastic. The ones I especially loved were definitely the one where that one when she's like flicking the enemy. that was interesting. And that one was really good, where she plays her biwa. I think that's a biwa, isn't it? I think so. And the enemy gets attacked, like slashed one after the other. And yeah, that was very good. And there was like a little music playing, the biwa music playing. Yeah, biwa music was playing, and the enemy is getting attacked, kind of in that rhythm. And that was really cool, that animation. The one where she flicks the enemy with that huge hand was also really good. And her extra attack is kind of cool, where she just uses, I don't know what that is. Like I said, I think it's a sword or something like that. That huge thing hovering behind her, uses that to attack in her extra attack animation. And yeah, there's so many more. There's one part where she kind of says, I think Koma beam or something like that, and I'm like, my god, this reminds me of Okta altar, And yeah, and there's this another part where she kind of uses those hands, big hands underneath her, to shoot like laser beams or stuff. So yeah, all the animations were really good, and I heavily prefer this over the first and the second one. The first and the second one was good, but this one is even better. And yeah, that was great. And there you go. So oh boy, I'm kind of like, I don't know, like I'm kind of, I'll all depend, you know, like I in the previous video I just said like, oh, I'll not, no, summon anyone in this banner when it comes 2 years later. But now after looking at the third ascension and everything, I'm kind of thinking now, like I said, everything will depend on my SQ and what other characters is going to come for the rest of the year. So yeah, if I see there's no other characters, I will summon in the future, you know, in this year, which will be 2024, in this time when this event will come. If there's no other characters that I want to summon for the rest of the year, I'll probably go for her. Otherwise, I don't know. But yeah, now I'm kind of thinking about whether to roll for her or not, because I really love the third ascension and everything about that, and the whole twist about actually her like Komahime also being in her, like, you know, along with Sen no Rikyu over here. That's also something quite interesting. So yeah, all these, like, you know, reasons, that's why I'm kind of thinking, well, maybe I will summon for her in the future. We'll see. That's like way in the future. We'll have to think about that. But yeah, there you go. The Ascension and everything is fantastic. The animation. All right, so let's look at the Ascension Arts carefully now. We kind of got a little glimpse of it, but now we're going to look at it carefully. So this is the oh my god, this is the second the third ascension. And all right, so the third ascension here, we can see she's just there with her biwa. I'm calling that a biwa. I might be completely wrong. Maybe it's something else, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, she's there with her dress and, like, you know, her whole, like, you know, she's, I don't know what that is. Is that a tree? She's like sitting on top of a tree with two, you know, two trees, like two, like, you know, like trees, like, are like beside her. It's kind of like a throne that she's sitting on. And I love that skill animation that we saw, where, like, you know, like some kind of fruit starts growing from the tree, and that was kind of interesting. So yeah, definitely, I'm guessing the tree also has something to do with her lore or something the game event tells us. So there you go. Now underneath her, as far as I can see, there's those two hands, those two huge hands, and I'm guessing it's the same person who is behind her up until now. That's the same hands. And yeah, the dress that she's wearing is a normal, I'm guessing, a yukata. You know, like she has like a little red flower on her head. And hey, you know what, who she reminds me of? She reminds me of Enma from Jigoku Shoujo, or Hellgirl. If you've seen that, if you've seen that anime, it's a quite an old show. I wouldn't call it old, but yeah, it's been a long time. It has, like, you know, it has come out. I think it has like 2 or 3 seasons or something like that. I saw that. And she reminds me of that girl. Yeah, like especially her haircut and everything, you know, and her face and all. It really reminds me of the girl from Jigoku Shoujo, Enma, I think that was her name. And yeah, okay. And also, like, you know, I love the expression, the change in expression. Like I said, it reminds me of Higurashi's change in expression, you know, the visual novel, you know, like the anime also kind of does the expression, but the visual novel does this better. So it kind of reminds me of that. You know? Suddenly that eyes kind of like popping up like that, with that, like, I'm just staring into your soul, that type of face. Like, yeah, like perfect. This third ascension is really good. And yeah, so that was the third ascension art. All right, the next one, the fourth ascension art, is this one. And I have to say, okay, so here it's a black and white photo. Her hair is a kind of, like, you know, like kind of tied up like in a bun, and it has become white, I think. She's kind of sitting down with I don't know what that is. There's something in her hand, and it's like a black and white, like, you know, like those type of pictures. It has like this type of a, I don't know, like a creepy feel to it, like especially looking at her. And yeah, wow, this is just this is interesting. So there you go. And I'm pretty sure this, like in this Ascension art, that's Sen no Rikyu, because Komahime was in the previous one. This is probably Sen no Rikyu. So yeah, and she's just kind of sitting in a what do you call that, seiza, I think, in the seiza, like, with the legs kind of folded, the way you sit down, like doing tea ceremonies and stuff like that, that type of a thing. So there you go. That's the third. That's the fourth Ascension art, and yeah, that's interesting. Like black and white, that kind of a feel, a little, like like a little horror feel it gives us. But either way, there you go. The third Ascension art is really beautiful, and the fourth Ascension art is very mysterious and kind of interesting, that type of thing. There you go. These two were the Ascension. I've already reacted to her skills. And the other video that I did, I'll be linking it down if you want to check it out. If you haven't, in the description I'll link it. So yeah, right, that was Sen no Rikyu. Let's look at Iyo. So I'll look at the servant demonstration, react to the servant demonstration first, then I'll go to her Ascension arts and the skills and the noble phantasm, all that stuff. All right, so let's begin with Iyo's ruler servant demonstration. Here we go. Yeah, she looks so much like Himiko. Okay. Oh, she's an AoE. AoE damage dealer. Okay. Oh, there's like something's behind her, like some crystals? What are those? Her voice. It's interesting. I was not expecting a voice like this. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, that was cool. That was cool. That's a really cool animation. Okay. Amazing. Oh, I love how the welfare servants are also getting like really cool animations nowadays. Wait. Okay. Yeah, this one's really good. She just kicks. Wow, oh my god, all the animations are really good here. Yo, I love this. Wow, I was not expecting this. I thought it was something really normal or something, The noise she makes when she gets damaged. Oh wow, all her animations are so good. Wow, oh my god, I love each and every animation here. That has never been happened, I feel like. Ever, like this is the first time. Like each and every animation is so unique and so good, I feel like. Damn. Alright. I'm so glad she's a welfare servant, like everyone will get her. Oh, she curses the enemy. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yeah, those things hovering behind her kind of. Oh yeah, these are the crystals or the stones behind her.
行きます。
It's kind of like a portal where she gets in.
未来必殺イヨ 新たなる月の光が我らの未来を灯さんこと。
Alright, there you go. Okay, let's see her summoning lines and the ascension lines as well.
その説は卑弥呼様がお世話になりました。
Talking about GUDA GUDA 5?
ついでと言ってはなんですが、私もお世話になれればと思います。はい、まずはお試しということで。ね、未来さん。
未来さん、future さん、okay, wow.
気持ちいいですね。これは闇の衣と言いまして、常闇の洞で長い時間をかけてこの世の混沌を染め上げた自慢の一品です。名前がラスボスの装備っぽいですか？
ラスボス、OK。
確かに。この足から繰り出す必殺の蹴り。
Ultimate kick。
卑弥呼様直伝の邪馬台国サポートでも申しましょう。
So 卑弥呼 punches, she kicks. Okay。
とはいえ、私の場合は卑弥呼さんほどのバカ力は出せません。
Okay, it's not as strong as 卑弥呼。
は技術で補っています。
Techniques, alright。
バカ力っていうのはここだけの話ですよ。テンション上がってきました。
Wow, I wasn't expecting her personality to be like this, you know, it's like extremely chill.
我は邪馬台国二代女王
Second queen。
ええ、このような感じで女王でした頃はことさら女王らしく振る舞っていました。正直な話、あんまりこういう物言い得意じゃないんですけどね。でもほら、形って大事ですから。
Okay。That's the final ascension。
いかに暗く深い闇の底でも月の光があなたを照らすでしょう。それは古き断りの光。人から人へ、そしてその先の何かへ。はい、私が共に参ります。イオの御霊は万古の彼方まで
イオの御霊、
あなたと共に。
Okay, that's it. Alright, that was it. Now, one thing I need to check first, her voice actor, I feel like, is that Sakura's voice actor? Or am I wrong? Also, I'm probably wrong. I don't know why, but I felt like her voice sounds like Sakura's voice. Ozawa Ari. Let's check who her voice actor is. Okay, in Fate. Yo, okay. No, she's not. No, she's not Sakura's voice actor. Wait, then where okay, any recent. Oh, Moiha's voice actor from Kaguya, okay. Okay. Well, nothing much I can see. A few animes, yeah. Alright, from yeah, there's a few animes voice acting that she has done, but okay, I don't know why, but I felt like her voice sounded like Sakura's voice, Mato Sakura. But anyways, All right, so that was Iyo. And Iyo is, I'm like, I have to say that I love like each and every one of her animations, like like an attack animations. I don't think this has ever happened, and I've ever said something like this. That like I always say like, oh, that one, that animation I liked, that one particularly I liked, kind of say it like that. But this is the first time I think I'm actually saying that I've actually liked every animation I've liked. Like each animation is so unique. I have to say like it's just like that one where she kind of teleports through the hole, like that warp portal or whatever, goes to the enemy, attacks them, like using her kick. That one, the other ones where she goes and like kind of starts rotating, and attacks the enemy. Everyone, each and every animation was just so great. Like the one where she spins, goes to the enemy, attacks, and like like it's just amazing. Another one where she kind of uses her kick, like kind of uses her leg and kind of kicks in a way like that, and in some other way, like there's like so many different ways she kicks, and I feel like that's kind of impressive. Like all she's doing is kicking, but in so many different ways. And okay, like yeah, every animation is just so good. Now her character design is okay. I'll talk about the character design in the Ascension art when I look at the Ascension art. But yeah, her animations, each and every animation was just fantastic. Her Noble Phantasm, it's also good. Like she kind of goes up, and those things that are hovering behind her back kind of starts surrounding the enemy and like like attacks them. I don't know why, but I had an idea that she's probably like a buffer or something. I thought it was kind of like Himiko. I thought she'd be like Himiko, buffs the allies and something like that. But turns out no, she actually deals damage. She's like she's not a buffer. So yeah. Now okay, so yeah, so there you go. Those were the animations and everything. Like there's not in much animations because she's a welfare servant. Only one Ascension Arts animation she has. Unlike 5-star servers nowadays who have like 2 sets of animation, one for Ascension 1 and 2, another one for Ascension 3 and 4, that kind of thing. So obviously she's a welfare servant. She doesn't have much animations. 4 or 5 of them she has, but each and every one of them are just perfect. And I'm so glad she is actually a welfare servant, because everyone's going to get her, and that's fantastic. Like like I don't know, like I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with her animations and everything. That was the animations. All right, let us look at her character, the Ascension arts. So the first Ascension art, we've already seen this multiple times, this one. And all right, so she, like, it's pretty obvious if you look at her. She's completely like Himiko, her face and everything. And I did not know this, but like everyone told me in the comments that she's actually Himiko's relatives, which makes which makes so much sense, because she looks so much like Himiko. Like I actually thought this was like Himiko's spirit origin at first, when when she came out and I saw her in the first glance and I knew nothing about her. I was like, wow, like I think she's like another one of Himiko's, like she's using Himiko's spirit origin or something like that. But the person inside her is different. I thought it was something like that type of setting. No, this is actually someone else, and this is Iyo, who was the person who succeeded Himiko as the queen later. And like then I got to know from the comments that she's actually Himiko's relative, and I'm like, all right, so there you go. That answers my question, why she looks so much like her. Resemblance to Himiko is crazy. It's like like she looks completely like Himiko. I feel like her face and everything. So yeah, so there you go. That's like that's her like her face, like her appearance is completely like Himiko. The dress and everything that she's wearing is it's like a skirt or something like that. She has like long hair with like a headpiece. I don't know what those are called. And just like Himiko, she has those. I've wondered before as well. What are these? Like, are these tattoos? It's probably something. I don't know, something probably religious or something, you know, like those markings that she has on her body. Even Himiko has those. So yeah, like, you know, she also has those. I'm guessing probably because, you know, like everyone called Himiko the priestess. I'm guessing, is that the reason why? Like she used to divine, and she used to like predict stuff. So maybe because of that, those markings are something significant to that, or something like that. And I'm guessing Iyo also probably has some kind of a power, you know, just like Himiko had. I don't know, like, you know, maybe we'll get to know when we play this event 2 years later. But yeah, and yeah, that's her, and her the background is like nothing much to say. It's like a little, it's like a that hole, that black hole behind her is there. And yeah, that's the first ascension. All right, and the final ascension is this one. All right, so here all right, she's kind of posing, and yeah, this is good. Like, I have no problem. This ascension art is kind of good, and we can see here those things. I have no idea what those things are. Those blue, I don't know what, like those blue diamond like things, you know, like kind of like in a diamond shape with the red thing in the middle. Those things which are hovering behind her. So those things are there, and yeah, she's just like a good ascension art. Like the ascension arts are quite nice. I have no problem with it. But the animations were fantastic. I just loved it. It was really good. So yeah, I'm really excited. 2 years later, we're going to get her. Everyone's going to get her, and yeah, that's really good. All right, now let's check out her skills. So the first skill is called Iyo Destruction B. Increases own arts performance for 3 turns. Increases own damage against divine enemies for 3 turns. Oh, interesting. Inflicts curse with 1000 damage for 5 turns to all enemies. Now this is one thing I've kind of thought. So she deals more damage to its divine enemies, which is interesting. You know, like I was expecting her to deal, you know, like more damage against, I don't know, like non-divine enemies or something like that. Right? She looks like a shrine maiden or a priestess kind of. So it's interesting that her, like, I'm guessing it also has something to do with her lore. You know, we'll get to know later. But there you go, that's the first skill. So arts performance at level 1 is 20% increase, at level 10 is 30%, which is quite good. Increases own damage against divine enemies. Damage against divine enemies 30% at level 1, 50% at level 10, which is quite good, you know. Like it's like 50% extra damage against divine enemies is really good. And so basically, if you're fighting a divine enemy and use an arts card, you're basically going to get like a total like 70% increase in your attack power while this skill is, you know, turned on, while you use this skill for 3 turns. So yeah, and also the curse is there. So yeah, good skill. First skill is quite good. The second skill is called Dark Oracle B. Charges on NP gauge. Alright, increases on critical star absorption. There you go. For arts card, I was waiting. I was thinking like if she will have something like this, just like Himiko. Increases on critical damage of arts card and for 1 turn. Wow. There you go. Another, she's a ruler, isn't she? Yeah. So we have a ruler who deals huge damage with, like, you know, Buster card, and now she's the arts variant of Himiko. Wow. So yeah, charges NP gauge, increase on critical star absorption for arts card for 1 turns, critical damage for arts card. Alright, level 1 NP gain is 20%, NP at level 10 is 30%. Arts absorption crit star is 200% at level 1, 500% at level 10, while arts crit damage increase is 50% at level 1 and 100% at level 10. This is completely, it's just like, you know, Himiko's third skill. It's like just basically it's an arts variant of that. So I was thinking like, oh my god, I feel like she's going to have something like that. There you go, she has it. All right, the third skill is called Shrine Maiden of the End. C. Increases party's attack for 3 turns. All right, that's quite good. Increases the critical damage of wild beast allies for 3 turns. Oh, gain 10 crit stars. The attack increase at level 1 is 10%, and attack increase level 10 is 20%. And wild beast crit damage at level 1 30%, and level 10 is 50%. Wow, her skill kit is like kind of really like Himiko's skill kit. Like it's like there's a few changes here and there, but most of it is kind of the same, as we can see. So yeah, so yeah, there you go. I can see that she's quite strong. She is quite strong, you know, because the third ascension, like the third skill is going to give like your party like a 20% increase in attack damage, you know, so that's 20%. The second skill is also going to boost your arts card crit star absorption, and also your arts card crit damage, which is going to increase damage by a lot, you know. And the first skill obviously increases the arts card damage by 30%, and if it's a divine, like, you know, enemy, 50% extra. So if you are fighting a divine character and you use your art card using Iyo, and use the first skill and the third skill and also the second skill, let's include the second skill as well. So basically you're going to get like a net increase of attack of 20% plus 50%, which is 70%, and the third skill, no, sorry, 30% and 50%, which is like 80%, and the third skill is going to give like a 20% increase. So 100%, almost 100% extra increase in damage, raw damage. And if you're able to crit with your arts card, it's going to give you another 100% extra damage. So basically 100 on top of another 100, like almost like you're getting like a 200% extra damage or something like that. Like, oh boy, that's really good. No, it's even more, like you're getting like a increase in damage on the 100% increased damage. So the crit damage will be multiplied to it, wouldn't it? So okay, you'll be able to deal quite a lot of damage if you're able to, if the enemy is divine, obviously, because the divine servant, divine enemy, it gives you like a 50% increase in crit in damage, which is quite good. So yeah, so to attack divine enemies and stuff, and you know, yeah, so she's basically Himiko, a variant of Himiko's skill kit with just being arts card. Yeah. All right, let's look at the passive skill. Magic resistance B increases on debuff resistance by 17.5%. Territory creation B increases on art performance by 8%. Good. Natural limbs B grants self poison debuff immunity, self burn debuff immunity. Good. Kuna's mantra C increases on quick performance by 5%. What? Increases on crit damage of quick cast by 10%. Grants self wild beast trait. A weird one. Why quick cards? Okay, anyways, noble phantasm is called Yoyami Kageru Tsukino Mitama, divine pearl of dusk shadowed moon. It is an AoE damage dealer. It increases own NP damage by 10% for 3 turns. It activates first, deals damage to all enemies, inflicts evil curse status for 3 turns to them. Increases, oh, evil curse status means increases curse damage on them by 100%. So basically you're going to deal double curse damage. All right, so at level NP level 1 is 450% damage, and at NP level 5 750% damage. AoE skill, you have to keep that in mind. And the overcharge effect inflicts curse for 3 turns to all enemies. So there you go. And it also the evil curse is also going to increase the net damage of the curse as well. All right, and charge, okay, charge at overcharge 100% is going to increase curse damage by 1000, and overcharge 500% is going to do curse damage like 3000. So basically if you're able to overcharge at 500%, so, and you know, like the curse will get like a 3000 damage, which will get multiplied by 100% because of the evil curse, giving you a net 6000% damage if you only use this noble phantasm at overcharge level 5. Now this is one thing I'm thinking. So I've like there's a lot of characters who can deal a lot of curse damage, you know. I feel like Konosuke of Darkness can cause a lot of curse damage, can't she? You know, and like, you know, characters like that, and they can stack curse upon curse upon curse and deal like insane damage. So if you have one character like that who can, like, you know, stack curse upon curse, and like if you're able to stack a lot of curses on one enemy using that character, and then use Iyo, Noble Phantasm, and evil curse will be activated, which will like double it. That's quite good, isn't it? Like if you were dealing like I've seen like so many videos where I think it was Coin Sky of Darkness, where they like dealt like 36,000 damage in curse, only in curse, damage. They caused that amount of damage. So if you use Iyo after that, I'm guessing that's going to get doubled, which will be like 60,000 damage. So I don't know, that's just something I thought. But anyways, let me know if I'm like if what I said was correct or incorrect, or if you can actually do that. But either way, there you go. That was the skill kit. Yeah, she's a really good servant. She's She's basically Arts Himiko, something like that you could say. And she's a welfare servant, which is quite good. And she like her like it's quite good. Like her like these type of skill set where like one card gets like all the crit stars and the critical damage is increased, which obviously Orion has one, Himiko has one. I think what's her name, Tomoe Gozen Saber also has a skill like that. If you've seen, like I use her and I've seen that. She has like a skill which increases crit star absorption to her arts card, and I was just using her to farm just recently in GUDA GUDA 5, for the AoE arts damage using Castoria and using her. And yeah, like she hits hard when you use that skill. Increase like gives all the crit stars to the arts card and increases the damage. So she's also someone like that. She's a ruler, and she also does that. So there you go. Yeah, quite good. Like I'm really happy. Like as a welfare servant, it seems like she'll be very strong. So just let me know your opinion. I don't know, like it's just what I thought. But either way, there you go. That was it. That was my reaction to the to Sen no Rikyu and Iyo. And yeah, that is the conclusion of GUDA GUDA 7 Shin Yamataikoku. All the servants we've already seen, and this video concludes reacting to all of those servants. So there you go, that's it. Now again the question comes up, will I summon? I already talked about this in the previous video, but here I'm going to change my verdict a little bit. I really love Sen no Rikyu's third ascension. So like I said in the previous video, I said like no, I'm not going to. I just clearly said I'm not going to summon. Here however, I'm going to say we'll see. Because like I said, like I kind of am getting a little bit interested after seeing her third ascension and everything. I kind of am a little bit interested now, and I've heard she's quite good as a servant as well, like using her quick cards and all that. And she's a berserker, AoE berserker. So all that like included, I'm getting a little bit interested, but we'll see. Like I said, the rest of the year will matter a lot, which characters are going to come and whatnot, and based on that I'll decide after 2 years. But either way, and there you go, that was my reaction to these two characters. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. And your opinion on these characters and all that, like all the things that I said, if I've like if I wasn't able to like understand something, or like some things that I said maybe it was wrong, correct me down in the comments. And yeah, and let me know your opinion about how strong these characters are, what you think they'll be capable of doing, because these characters have come out for quite a while, so I'm pretty sure everyone knows now how these characters are doing. And since I don't play JP, I have no idea. Let me know how much strong these characters actually are. Like, are they going to be like the new meta or something, like something like that? But anyways, yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.